Welcome to Chapter 6 of this FE12 H4 Reverse Recruitment LTC. I apologize for the hiatus in my uploads as I was trying to push the run farther on my end. We begin this chapter by promoting Chris using one of the two Master Seals we obtained in the previous chapter. In this map, Chris needs to be a Draco Knight for the high movement and defense in order to tank and kill some knights in the throne room. We save the other Master Seal for Samson, who will be promoted a few chapters later. After reclassing Chris and giving him the Rainbow Potion, we do a round of drill grounds for Medea, so that she will level up in this map. Even though Medea will eventually fall off, that will only happen about 10 chapters later, so for the time being, it's worthwhile to invest a little in her. We're going to clear Chapter 6 in 4 turns with 1 rescue. Even though Alice with her 10 move can reach the throne in 4 turns by herself, she must go right in the first 2 turns to obtain the Libra shard. Because under reverse recruitment, we don't have any thief until very late into the game. So rescue use is necessary in this map. The lack of thieves also means that we will have to give up the large bullion in the bottom right chest, which is unfortunate. We essentially deploy the same units in the same classes as before. The exception is that Zane is deployed here instead of Marcellin. Remember that Zane replaces Shida under reverse recruitment, whereas Marcellin replaces Ogma. Either of them can recruit Samto in this map, but Zane is better because, as we will see, he allows Katarina to get an extra staff use in turn 1. In turn 1, most of our units head top right. The plan is to break into the throne room on the right side, which has less enemies than the left side. Zane copies Draco Knight Medea and gets 10 moves starting next turn. This will enable him to exactly reach Samto in turn 4 with 3 full moves. Michaelis and Samson move left to enter enemy range. Together they will be able to kill most of the enemies on the left side over 4 turns. Lena hammerne the rescue staff carried by Katarina. Then Katarina moves top right and heals Zane. To conclude turn 1 player phase, Alice moves right and kills a mage there with dodge. Even though she could counter-kill the other mage with Javelin, I decided to let her equip Sword for now because she is pretty close to D Sword rank, which would unlock the powerful Devil Sword. The issue is that on most future maps, Alice will be a Draco Knight, so I have to take every opportunity to train her Sword rank. After this attack, Alice is 3 hits away from D Sword. Anyways, in turn 1 enemy phase, Samson killed a knight, Michaelis weakened another and got to level up. Alice dodged the remaining mage on the right side. I was lucky with this dodge, which happened without suspend rigging. In turn 2, Alice obtains the Libra shard and now equips the Javelin to counter-kill that mage in the next enemy phase. The other chest contains a barrier staff, but since Alice already brought one with her under reverse recruitment, we will skip that chest. After Alice moves, Medea and Ast kill the 2 bishops on the right side, who give decent experience and items. Then Thomas opens the door for Chris and Zane to move forward. Here, Chris is rigged to dodge the mage behind the door. After killing that mage, He sends the javelin to convoy in order to counterattack the hero with iron axe, which is more powerful and more accurate because that hero equips axe. Michaelis and Samson continue to deal with the enemies on the left side. They retreat and heal in this player phase and counterattack in enemy phase. In turn 3, Medea finishes the blocking hero who has been severely wounded by Chris. This opens the way for our other units to enter the throne room. Katerina rescues Alice forward, and Alice full moves into the throne room. After that, Chris moves in front of Alice to protect her. In particular, Chris blocks Alice from the middle of the 5 enemy knights in the throne room who has a Rider's Bane. This is also why Chris himself should not be a paladin. Turning to Michaelis and Samson, they are going to be more aggressive this turn. Michaelis kills a mage with dodge. Samson kills the other mage. I didn't rig Samson's dodge here in order to focus on his level up, which ends up being a very good one. Lena's position baits one of the 2 knights with javelin. But I should have let Layden bait the other one as well, instead of moving away. This mistake will force Samson to dodge either in the upcoming enemy phase or in the next player phase. Turn 3 enemy phase is mostly uneventful, but Michaelis is finally able to reach D-lens. This is going to be very useful because javelin is a great weapon in this game. In turn 4, we first kill the enemies that block Alice's way to the throne. Astrum makes one more contribution to this run by setting up a knight kill for Thomas. This gets Thomas even closer to level 10. Astrom can probably retire now. After that, Zane recruits Samto's replacement Robert. It's worth mentioning that Robert had moved 6 tiles to the right in the previous enemy phase, because his AI is aggressive on H3 and H4 difficulty. But on H2 or lower difficulty, he will stay put, so we would have to recruit him by entering the left side. On a different note, Chris can crit kill the boss Lang without taking any damage. Who has high defense really? Before Alice seizes and completes the chapter, Michaelis and Samson each gets 1 more kill, and Lena gets 1 more staff use. There is the necessary dodge by Samson that I was talking about. Anyways, Chapter 6 was cleared in 4 turns with 1 rescue. See you next time for a much faster chapter.